All right. This is the first time I'm doing live on YouTube. So let's see what happens. I'm not totally sure what's going to happen. So, hey, my name is Judy. Have you ever gone to a store and wondered, I don't know what's good for my skin. I don't know what's going to work for my skin. And my skin is way too sensitive. That's the way I was until a wonderful person introduced me and said, let's just try before you buy. So I am a Mary Kay sales director. I love sharing the products, making people feel beautiful no matter where they go. So, hi, I'm Judy, and I'm going to be doing a pink boot camp, 6-week boot camp. This is week 1. And so this is for training purposes. So if you are not in Mary Kay, then you'll probably be not listening. But if you are, I love your feedback. I'd love for you to watch, and I love for you to learn. So this is week 1. So what are some of the things that you think Mary Kay might not work for you? Like, Mary Kay's not working for me. It doesn't work for me, right? Some of the things I have heard is I have a full-time job, I don't have time, or I'm too old, or one of my favorite is that it doesn't fit into my lifestyle, right? The other thing I've heard is I'm too shy. Okay, so a lot of people don't know that I used to be extremely shy. And one of the things that I've learned is, how long do you want to be shy? So I have learned that with women, especially, if they want it bad enough, they will find a way, make a way, right? So no matter if you have a full-time job, a part-time job, if you want to do this as a hobby or just for your discount, I'm going to show you how you can just ease this into your life. So when I started, I was working a full-time job. I went to school at night for sign language interpreting, and I had 2 boys in baseball. So I didn't have any time. So I learned how to put Mary Kay, weave it into my life to make the time work. So really the only way you could fail in Mary Kay is to quit. Okay. And I always felt like, what is the one thing that's going to stop me from doing something that I really, truly do love? I love making friends. I love my discount. I love freedom of flexibility, and I love the way my face feels. Okay. So, so some of the things the only thing that could stop you in Mary Kay is to quit. And so I want you to really think about, what in your wildest dream could you want from your Mary Kay business? Now, it could be something simple like, I want all my products free. Hey, I started so I could get all my products free. I figured out a way to get my products free, right? Maybe you're like, oh, I just want to earn a little extra money, like $100 a week. I started to earn $100 a week, right? How about a car? I love driving free for a Mary Kay. Tax license and 85% of your insurance is paid. I love that. So what is your wildest dream? So I'm going to give you 3 secrets to a happy way to have a successful business in Mary Kay. So 1, there is no secrets. Okay. 2, Mary Kay does work when you work your Mary Kay business. And number 3, it is work the numbers. In other words, just like any other business, hairdresser, dentist, doctors, they know you're going to have cancellations. They know you're going to have postponements. They know you're going to have no-shows, right? And so you need to know the numbers, right? So you need to know for booking numbers, book 2 to have 1 hold. Sharing appointments, share with 5 people, normally 1 recruits, right? So know the numbers, and that will help you a lot, right? So as a director, I work with 2 types of key people. Okay. So the new people and the ones that are working. So the key people. So key people are people who attend the training, right? Those who show up, go up. Okay. The ones that hold appointments, that will do sharing appointments or just one-on-one appointments, or even party appointments, right? So I make time for that. And not at all events. So we're going to talk about events. So people that are paying at the events, you are going to pay the price to be around powerful people. But let me tell you, even though if you are paying for it, 1, you get to write it off, but 2, you will not be sorry. because you will be inspired, you will be excited, and you will be around like-minded people. So number 4, training calls. So when I do training calls, coaching calls. So in other words, if you take my call, I'll take your call. So our love is unconditional, but my time is not. So I decided to record this so I can let other people watch it, and I don't have to keep saying it, right? Hold on real quick. My husband's actually texting me. Okay, so 4 habits for success. 1, this is a business if you treat it like a business, okay? If you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. If you treat it like personal use, it's going to pay you like personal use, right? This is also business, so I will return your calls if you return my calls, okay? And I will match your time with your efforts. So however time and effort that you want, that you're calling me, that you're asking me questions, you're contacting me, that you're showing up, that you're moving, I'm going to match your efforts, okay? I'm going to make the same amount of effort to make sure you are successful by helping you, encouraging you, and teaching you. So this is a business. If you want to be successful, training is essential. This is actually training. It's a 6-week, really quick course. So this will probably take about an hour. Each one takes about an hour, but they do have handouts. So if you need them, you just reach out to me. I have all the handouts, okay? So another great habit for success is to be professional. Professionalism actually is defined the way you conduct yourself and carry yourself in appearance with attitude, works, punctuality, and attendance. So here's the thing. If you want to look like you're going out to the barn, and you show up at a training or you show up at a facial, they're going to treat you like that, right? But if you want to have a business, you're going to stand up and be different, right? You're going to put your face on. You're going to do your hair. You're going to look dressed and cute, okay? When I go to the store, I'm not wearing pajamas. I'm wearing something cute and my face is on, okay? You don't have to dress up in a suit or your nylons, or just to go to the store, okay? You do have to dress nice for your business, for your facials, right? Because Mary Kay is designed by women for women, and we want other people to recognize us. And as women, when you look professional, people will treat you professionally, okay? I'm going to teach you about income-producing activities. So if you want an income, you need to know what activities are going to get you that income. Okay, so there's 4 things: book, coach, sell, and recruit. Those are the 4 things that are going to bring you income. Okay, so you are going to have income now and income in the future. So a perfect skincare class, if you had a clock like this, right, kind of round, a perfect skincare class looks like this. 1, your goal, these are your 4 goals at a skincare class. Sell sets. So skincare sets, roll-up bag sets, sell sets, okay? Number 2 is get referrals. Referrals is a lifeline of your business, getting their family and friends, right? And then 3, rebooking them for a follow-up appointment to have a party with their family and their friends. And number 4, booking a sharing appointment or signing them up to become a new consultant right on the party. Okay, so those are the 4 goals for a skincare class, okay? So what you see depends a lot upon what you're looking for. So in other words, if you are you're going to a class and you're thinking, she's not going to buy, she's not going to recruit. If you have that mentality, guess what? She's not going to buy, she's not going to recruit. Like if you book an appointment and you all of a sudden think in your head, oh, I bet she's not going to show up. She's already said, guess what? She's not going to show up, okay? But if you think and walk around thinking about, oh my gosh, everybody wants to book with me. Everybody wants to recruit with me. I love my business and people can see it on me. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can tell her. Sorry, thought I turned off. Then that's what you're going to get, okay? So you want to present yourself excited, motivated, and people are going to be attracted to you. Okay. So there is what we call a life cycle for your business. When you first start, you are totally excited. You're like, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. I can't wait to do it. Right. And then you start making phone calls and you start getting some no's and you get a little frustrated. Okay. You're like, oh my gosh, maybe this isn't what God wanted me to do. Maybe I understood him wrong, right? So then pretty soon you'll start getting some more no's because you're thinking in your head, maybe this isn't for me. Nobody wants to book with me. So then you go to what Mary Kay calls a crisis mode, okay? And that's like standing on the fence, okay? You're either going to go to the right or to the left, okay? And I'm going to give you a tip, okay? Everybody, including me, has been in crisis mode one time or another, or daily if you're a director, okay? So you have to decide at that moment what's going to stop you from your Mary Kay business. So I heard somebody say to me one time, whatever is happening to me. So let's just say nobody wants to book with me, right? I called 20 people. Nobody wants to book with me. Well, is that going to define you, right? So if somebody says no to you, are you going to let that define you and quit? I always heard a wise woman say, you should never quit on a down no. You should always quit on a high. Why? Because then you always are like, oh, I remember that. I had a fun party. It was great, right? You should always quit on a high, never quit on a low. So you're in crisis mode, you're here. And the only way to get out of crisis mode is a couple of things. One is to call up to your director, right? Ask me. I could help you figure out what's going on, what's frustrated. Maybe it's something you said, maybe it's something you didn't say, maybe it's something, something missing along the way. But the other thing is, what are you listening to, right? Are you listening to motivated songs that inspire you? Are you listening to the $1 Million Hotline every day to, again, encourage you, to give you great motivation? Or are you listening to somebody else, right? Somebody negative Nelly, okay? So you're in crisis mode. So the best thing you could do is commit, pick up the phone and do it again, okay? So you need to do a recommitment. So you're going to go excitement to frustration to crisis to recommit, okay? So there is 4 annual events that we go to every year. And I am telling you, if you go to these events, you will never quit Mary Kay, because I'm telling you, again, what you pay for, you get out of it. So 1 is seminar. Seminar is the funnest at the year-end awards. It's the funnest, it's inspiration, it's training, it's girlfriend time. It's amazing. So it's in Dallas every summer, usually July and August. It is worth every penny. And I'm telling you, if you want to see the $1 million people close up, you're going to see them. It's awesome. They'll sit, they'll talk to you like an ordinary people. Okay, the fall retreat is coming. That's in October. Usually it's locally. This year, we actually have it here in Idaho. I'd love to show you more information about that and tell you how you can even get something free for flying to Idaho. So we actually have a national sales director coming. So it's amazing. The third event we have is leadership for directors like myself in January, or January Jumpstart for you consultants. So we have January Jumpstart. And the last one we have is Career Conference, and that's usually in March. And again, that's usually your local area that you have. There's like one in each state, okay? Okay, so there is one common denominator among every successful consultant and director, and it is determination. The one main reason I called our unit Unstoppable, because I feel like you have to be unstoppable. Okay, you have to step out on the boat. That's one thing I love about boot camp. You have to step out. You're going to do something different you haven't done before. You're going to learn something different you haven't learned before, right? So you're going to step out. And this is great because it's determination. In other words, you can say, I could do this. God has given me everything I know to do this business. I could do this business, right? I could do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So you could do it. Okay. So, time management. Here's the thing I absolutely love. Oh my gosh. A national told us this and I love it. So I'm going to kind of show you the chart. just so you can see there's an actual chart. I'm trying to see if you can see it right here. But somebody that tells you they don't have time, I would love to give them this. Okay. So in 168 hours in a week, there is 168 hours in a week. 56 hours are sleeping, if you're lucky. 42 hours are eating, commuting, family time, etc. 40 hours are working, and 30 hours is enough time to pursue your dreams. So there's still 30 hours left in the week. Most of those people are doing what? Watching TV, reading a book, on their computers, on Facebook, right? So you decide what you want to do with your 30 hours. So one of the great things that we teach, there's 3 successful things Mary Kay has taught us, and one is a weekly plan sheet, okay? So what I love about this weekly plan sheet, it actually shows you exactly where your time is and how much, where that 30 hours of time you have left over to work your business, right? So I'm going to give you the color code colors for this. I'm going to give you why we do it. A successful tool is design your intentional week to include the IPAs, your income producing activities for your successful Mary Kay business. And then you color code your time blocks. Okay. So one is church, family, right? So yellow is your church time, your quiet time, your spiritual time. Okay. Orange is your family time, your fun time. Okay. Red is your date night. You have to have a hot date night. Green is your Mary Kay income producing. So it's your call time. It's your party time, right? Your pink is your Mary Kay meeting time, your training time. Okay. And yeah, I got it. So color code it, take a copy, send it to me, put one on the fridge, put one in your personal planner, and send one to your director. Okay. So if you have any questions, you ask me. The other thing Mary Kay incorporated is called a 6 most important to-do list. Let me tell you, this is going to help dump all those things on your brain that you're trying to remember to do, right? So it is designed to help you intentionally know what you're going to do throughout the day and include your IPAs for your successful Mary Kay business. So a great thing to put on your IPAs every day would be to book, sell, coach, recruit, reach out to your team. Everything else is a non-income producing activity. So I usually have a separate one for my home, right? I need to fix something. I need to sew something. I don't know. Yesterday, I did something for my business that I normally wouldn't have done, but it took just a few minutes to make my life a little bit more together. So filing, all those things are part of that. So there is a thing in your date book, right, that Mary Kay gives you. So if you're like, I don't have a place to write it, right here on the very top of each week is a place for you to write your 6 most important to-do list, right? This is August. That's why you can't see mine. So 6 most important to-do list. Okay. So let's say I talk to somebody and they're like, call me back in 2 weeks, right? So you're going to write it, make a plan and write it up here, right? Also, I did a facial 2 weeks, write down, check on her skin, right? Give her a call, write that in your date book. It helps you so much to remember those little things, okay? Next, okay, everybody says, no matter if you just started, if you want to move up, or if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a thing called a wedding list. When you go to get married, you could make a list of at least invite 150 people, okay? My son recently got married and they wanted to make it a very small wedding of 80 people, but they still sent out 40 invitations, okay? So this is your contact list, okay? So in here is 150 people. Now remember, when you make your contact list, you're thinking you're going to get married, right? So you have your parents, but you have your parents' friends. You have people you go to church with. If you love your hair person, right? You have your neighbors. I mean, there's so many, you got family, friends, there's people from, you went to college with, that you're close friends with. they all go on this list. Okay. So there is an entourage, people you work with, right? You can think of a lot of people. You're going to put them on this list. Don't say in your head, oh, she would never do this. Oh, she doesn't like me. Don't do that. Just put them on the list. Okay. Everybody you know, think of, you're going to put on this list. Okay. Part of your homework is to take a picture of the list and send it to me. On the bottom, you're going to heart someone you'd love to work with, star someone you think would be great in this business, put a smiley face if they love doing parties, and put a pound if they understand business basics. Now, this is great because you have people that will help you with your business. And this is kind of a good way to just initialize it. So this is your wedding list. So that's part of your homework. This is why I love Mary Kay. Someone designs things like this and you get to copy it. Okay. So 100 no's. One of the nationals I love is, I know it wasn't Linda Tupin that did this. I'll think of it. Sometimes new consultants, seasons consultants, red jackets keep going. All I get is no. So pretty soon when you pick up the phone, you're thinking she's just going to say no, right? So she made a game. And let me tell you, this is amazing because instead of you going, oh, she said no, you're like, oh, yes, she said no. I'm going to go to the next person. Oh, great. Yes. Okay. Well, I won't put, okay. But as soon as you get 100 no's, you're going to go, oh my gosh, I got 100 no's. Send this to me. Okay. This shows you that you're booking, but you would be surprised how many yeses you're going to get from 100 no's. Okay. So I have done this one time. I did this just to despite my director and I got 100 no's and on my 101, I got a yes. And I'm like, oh, this is amazing. Right. But it was a great contest and it's a good way to get that stinking thinking out of your brain. It sounds crazy, but a huge mental shift was when I struggled on the phone to book parties because I was afraid to get a no. So then I got an idea. How about 100 no's? When you're constantly hearing no, it means you're also hearing yeses, right? So organize these people and then make a list of your family and friends, which is what we have here. And then you're going to start going through the list, okay? So grit with grace. This is a great way to track your success. I mean, you have ideas. This is different kinds of consultants. You have one that would like to do 3 parties a month. You like to do 6 parties a month, 10 parties a month, or 15 parties a month, right? So you decide what you want to do with your business, okay? The last thing I'm going to leave you is a weekly challenge. You cannot get anywhere in Mary Kay without fun challenges, okay? So I want to do something kind of fun just to kind of show you something. I'm going to have this fun. This is a bug repellent. We're going boot camp, remember? So we're going to teach you how to repel the negativity, right? We're going to talk about affirmations. That's helps you negativity. We're going to talk about those no's, things to repel all the negative things that are not true. Okay. You are smart enough. You are good enough and you are pretty enough and you could do this. All you have to do is go to boot camp and do 1 step at a time. So I'm going to show you what you need to do. I'm also going to give you things that you need to put in your backpack to make you successful for your boot camp. Okay. You can't just show up at boot camp without your boots on, your bug repellent, or your backpack, right? Because you're going to need to get some water to keep you going, right? So we're going to put things in this backpack to keep you going and to help you to be successful. So when you put your boots on and you start walking, it's 1 step at a time. So first we're going to do is you're going to create an affirmation. Okay. So this is part of your weekly challenge. I'm going to put that out there. I'm going to talk about affirmation. So my affirmation for my unit is, I am God-given, God-blessed, God-directed to dynamic working women on a mission, changing our lives and changing the lives of others. We will not stop. We are going to the top. We are on fire, cruising to Cadillac. We have rising leaders, shining stars, building red jackets. We are on the move to finish 50s. Woo-hoo! Woo! So that is my affirmation. There's a couple different ones I want you to do. When I started, this is what I did. My director had me write down all the negative things that my head kept telling me about, which is no one wants to book with me. No one wants to recruit with me. Nobody wants to buy for me. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not smart enough, right? Okay, well, that's not what the Bible says about you. Okay, I'm just going to tell you right now. God does not say that. So you need to turn it around and say, everybody wants to book with me. Everybody wants to buy from me. Everybody loves being in my space. I am so fun. I have so much fun at all my parties that everybody wants to book a party with me. So you need to repeat that every morning and every night before you go to bed. Your subconscious has more power over your brain than you give it credit for. So you need to say it out loud so your brain hears it and your subconscious hears it. Okay. I am smart enough. Everybody loves me. Everybody wants to book with me. Everybody wants to recruit with me. I have so much fun at my parties. Everybody wants to have a party with me. I have $600 parties. Okay. The other way is you can actually Google Mary Kay affirmations. And I did this with my unit. So I'm going to read it to you. Let me see if I can find it, which is terrible. Here it is. Okay. So one of the affirmations I do at the end of my trainings that I'm doing at boot camp is this. I'm active, I'm attractive, and I'm in demand. I'm a mover and a shaker, and I work my plan. I sell them, I book them, I share the dream. I'm excited, I'm ignited, and I'm leading my team. I'm a woman on a mission. I reach my goal. I have power, I have purpose, and I'm on a roll. Let me tell you, affirmations are going to make you feel good. And so I want you to write it out and snap a picture to me, okay? I want to see a color-coded of your weekly plan sheet. So all the colors of your weekly plan sheet, I want to see that. So text a picture to me. I also want to know your goal by the end of the 6-week boot camp, okay? So again, you need to write that down and text it to me with a date. So if your goal is to just do 5 faces a month, 2 parties a month, if it's just to recruit one person, right? Whatever it is, you need to write it down, put a date on it, and send it to me, okay? And then I want you to have a created wedding list done, again, and snapshot that to me, okay? So I hope you had a great week. Again, this is Judy, Peak Bootcamp 1, and I will see you next week. Have a great day. Bye.